Great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Los Angeles on top, leading by 5. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. Los Angeles leading by 5. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Mozgov is out there with Nance. And there's Terry. Then there's Slim. And it's Clarkson in at the 1 spot.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Pass to Barnes. Nowitzki a screen. Curry passes to Nowitzki. Dallas moving it around. 6 to shoot. Back to Curry. That's a 2 from Barnes. And he recovers it. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Ryan is checked in for Nance. LA's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Ryan passes to Ingram. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. 16 points for Slim.
The shot quality is very good here, and they're making most of them this half.
Yeah, converting at a really high level. The field goal percentage continues to creep upward.
Pass to D. He's looking for Bogut and finds him. 9 feet out. That's good. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Terry. Out left to the wing. Clarkson dishes to Bryant for the 3. The pass to Mozgov. Tipped away. Oh, and here comes Barnes all alone. And good on the basket. Book it.
And really just straight to the basket with a full head of steam.
Well, if you're going to throw it down, make sure you throw it down with force.
Terry kicks to Mozgov. Pass to Ingram. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Good work defensively by Nowitzki. No one near him. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from D. 2 straight seasons of no playoffs for the Lakers after last year's miss. Not what they were hoping for.
It's going to be a growing process, Kevin. I mean, they had a young team and an injured superstar in Kobe both years. Hard to make the playoffs in that situation.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Yes, during that break, Coach Byron Scott had some words for his team. He told them the game is right there for the taking, fellas, but we've got to be first. First to lose balls, first to the rim. We have to give our all right here. Kevin, now's the time.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
And guys, for the Lakers, you'd have to go back almost 40 years to find a time when the Lakers missed the postseason in back-to-back years. Fortunately for them, they won 2 titles in the next 6 years after that.
The Mavericks have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Nowitzki outside. Bogut kicks to Williams. Inside. Here's Nowitzki. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Shots good by Clarkson.
This is what you love, guys. Superb defense. A great steal, and just like that, they add 2 points to this narrow lead.
Yeah, but you just can't afford to give up plays like that at this time in a ball game.
Screen by Bogut. Outside Williams. Shoots from the high post. 4 on the clock. And the wing jumper offline.
And it's doubtful that the Lakers will win multiple titles in the coming years unless something drastic happens. Still, this is a franchise committed to success, and they'll do whatever it takes to get back into the postseason.
They've been strong on the boards. There's no disputing that.
That's what the box score says, but still anybody's game.
Lakers leading by 4. Bryant passes to Ingram. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammates after that one.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're trailing by 6. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. It's been quite a game for Slim.
He's dialed in from long range. They got to stay in his hip pocket and deny him the catch.
Some changes for the Lakers. Julius Randle comes in for Slim, and Lewis Williams subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Quit on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And they get it, and it's good on the way in. 15 points for D.
Really good work on the interior. That is a critical 2 points there. That was an ideal scenario really for him. Point-blank range and also a size advantage.
Here's Randle, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That's on Andrew Bogut.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that increases their lead to 6. Dallas calls timeout. They trail by 6. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter. .131 left in the fourth quarter.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Well, he's got a tough mindset. He's confident as a defender. And when you combine those two things, it makes it real hard to score on him.
And the shot is good from Nowitzki.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Lakers leading by 4. And Williams, here we go. Randle dishes to Mozgov. And here's Bryant for 3. Again, the miss by Bryant.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And here are the Lakers. On the wing, Williams. It's Mozgov, high post. Bogut on him.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Check out the game from Moscow.
He's got 8 points, and what a terror. He's been rejecting shot after shot.
Clark, he has owned the paint.
That's good. Here's Terry. And so they foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Gotta score quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste here, partner.
It's in! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. An open look for Nowitzki. Nails it! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Boy, Dirk Nowitzki is a handful. They're having a lot of trouble dealing with it.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure. It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And a tough break as his second attempt at the line. No good. Dallas calls timeout. They're losing by 2. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
You know what? You can go for the 3 to win or the 2 to tie. What's your choice in a situation like this, Clark?
Well, I don't think you set that decision in stone and anchor it in this timeout. You see how things play out. You're going to try to get a good, quick shot. And if it's a good 3 with a good shooter, let it fly. If it's something in the paint, then you take that. But it's about being a good, quick shot in this situation.
Here's Dallas.
Now you need every basket you can get.
Greg, I think they're still alive here, but they better execute every trip down the floor from here on out.
Outside Williams. Shoots a fader. Got it! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Nowitzki is so smooth. Terrific shot making.
And the Lakers call time here. Here's Clarkson. Count it!
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Kobe, certainly a nice road win. Is this something this team can build on at this point in the season?
Well, yeah, I think it's good for us. You know, we show that we can come up with a good plan and we can stick to it and we can execute it. And down the stretch, we can make big plays.
Kobe, thank you. No doubt about that, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. Now time to send you over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson again, folks, alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Time now to take a quick peek at our Jordan player of the game. He had a nice surge to start the second half, hitting his first 3 shots.
Boom, boom, boom. That's right, Ernie. Instruments. This guy was instrumental tonight in making sure they avoided a second straight loss. They needed somebody to step up tonight, and he was their guy.
He made a big impact with his three-point shooting. 12. That's right. 12 of his points came from beyond the arc. He really allowed them to stretch out the defense and open up the floor for driving lanes as well.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.
the 2K Sports pregame show.
Early season's greetings, NBA fans. I'm Ernie Johnson. Thanks for joining us. Got Shaquille O'Neal here. Got Kenny the Jet Smith here for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Detroit Pistons going up against the Los Angeles Lakers at Staples Center. And for Los Angeles, they went 2-0 against this team last season, looking to continue that string of victories tonight. Hey, we'll be keeping an eye on Andre Drummond tonight. 9th overall pick back in 2012 out of UConn. Shaq, he's still a very young big with a lot of room to grow.
He's an incredible offensive and defensive rebounder, Ernie. One of the hardest box-out assignments in the league since Dennis Rodman.
You know what, though? Last year he started taking some shots.
It's an exciting Sunday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Crowd here in anticipation of their home team Lakers in an interconference battle here at the Staples Center. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Pistons team. In the two meetings last year, they came away with wins, never losing.
An interconference matchup. They faced these guys twice a season, and last year they took both games.
Two teams in the bottom of the East and West, as you said. These regular season victories count for more. Both hungry for a win tonight.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. They've got Drummond. G is out there with Jackson. Then it's John Lure, and it's Morris in at the small forward.
And guys, the Lakers last season were just a completely different team after Kobe's injury. Not so much in results, but just in how they played on the floor. They actually fared better without Kobe than most thought they would.
Good on the second free throw. And for the Lakers without Kobe last season, it was really a stark difference in styles of play and quality. No single person, Clark, stepped in to carry their offense. It took a group effort.
Well, you know, it was almost April, Kevin, before somebody surpassed Kobe in field goal attempts on the team. It'll be interesting to see how they build the offense this year.
Here is Slim following the basket by Marcus Morris. Here's Randall. That drops. Randall's got his first bucket of the night. We're about 1 minute into the first. And for Detroit, they come in off a good outing against the Clippers.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
Yeah, they put the mute button on them that time. I mean, in front of a hostile crowd, they never let the fans get going. They silenced them over and over again with big, timely shots.
And he gets the bucket.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Russell against Jackson. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Lakers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Russell inside. Jackson on him, and it's Russell missing. For Detroit, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. It's Jackson with the drive. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And guys, Reggie Jackson was at the end of a yo-yo last season. He starts in Oklahoma for an injured Westbrook. Westbrook comes back, sends Jackson to the bench. Then Oklahoma sends Jackson to Detroit, where he fills in for another injured starter in Brandon Jennings for the rest of the year.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. And that one misses. Now getting back to Jackson, he showed several times last season that he has that starter ability. The Thunder knew they wouldn't have the money to re-sign him, Clark, in free agency, so they traded him to avoid losing him for nothing.
Yeah, and that's a good move. And with the Pistons, Jackson finished the season strong, while the Thunder, without Jackson or Durant's contributions, missed the playoffs for the first time in years.
And for Reggie Jackson, the league is going the right way in terms of his skill set. Everyone loves the guard who can shoot well enough to bust the zone, as well as make plays for others and at the rim. And Jackson is that guy.
Now, here is Young, following the missed shot by Timofey Mozgov. Goes back up. Rebound by the Pistons.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Jackson dishes to Lure. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. And back to Jackson. He really took on the playmaker role after being traded to the Pistons. As a Detroit player, he averaged over 9 assists a game, Clark, which would have put him 4th overall in the league had it been for a full campaign.
Loved his aggressiveness, which led to opportunities for his teammates, but it also led to turnovers. That part of his game he's got to tighten up.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Down low. Here's Drummond. Boom, he jams it straight down.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Pistons leading by 4. There's the pass to Morris. Buries it from 3-point range. Morris has got 5 points so far.
A lot of times in the first quarter, it will dictate how big a role a player has later on.
Young left side. Andre Drummond grabs the miss.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, Stan Van Gundy gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He'd like them to concentrate defensively on slowing the game down. There's simply too much speed in their opponent, and to get into a run-and-gun type of game is not to their advantage, guys.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. I want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And the deciding factor in that one was their success from the floor. I mean, they just hit big shots time and time again.
Yeah, just the way you want it when you're the road team. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Tarek Black, he's checked in for Mozgov. Hance comes in for Randy. Jose Calderon, he's checked in for Young. And it's Williams in for Russell. G, no good.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Calderon kicks to Black. The 15-footer. You know what? Excellent defense there from Smith.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Out of hand on it, and it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession. Here's G. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. G's got his second bucket of the game to go. Lakers trail by 10. Calderon passes to Nance. Back to Calderon. Here's Ingram. It's blocked. 4-on-3 break. Smith dishes to G. Can't get it to go. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. Here's Bullock. Here's Marjanovic. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And it's Smith missing. Here's Calderon. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
The drive by Smith. That's tipped. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Calderon leading the charge. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
And that's a big bonus for him to end the quarter as he just beats the buzzer.
That's superb clock management there, maximizing every second of the clock in that situation. Well done.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pistons?
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
Lakers trail by 6. Just a bit of an up and down year for the Pistons last season. Had some long winning streaks and some long losing streaks for first-year head coach Stan Van Gundy.
Yeah, Kevin, some would say it was addition by subtraction because they really went on that big run after they released Josh Smith. 7 straight wins for them at one point, and they also did have some giant lows.
Terry is out there with Russell. Then it's Julius Randle. Then there's Nick Young. And it's Z at the 5. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside. And, you know, those giant lulls were a big part of the Pistons' season. I mean, their biggest losing streak was 13 straight losses, and a lot of that you attribute to their defense.
Here's Lure. He has 6. Jackson, that's good.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And the Pistons also went into a slump after they traded for Reggie Jackson. 1-9 after the trade deadline. That they would end the season on a better note, but truly they were streaky last season.
Here's Lure. He feeds it to Drummond. 6 on the shot clock. Rebounded by the Lakers.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Outside Terry, and that one's good. Terry's got 5 points so far.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Over to the left wing, and Drummond kicks to Morris, and stolen by Russell. It's good, and the Pistons lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Young.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Jackson against Terry. The dish now to Morris. Pass to Lure. Here's Drummond. Goes up again. And Lure gets it to go. He's got 8.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Lakers were awful in a lot of aspects last season. Their play at home was a major one. Greg, they just couldn't do anything at home. And I think the fans were giving up hope as well.
And given how pricey those Laker tickets are, Kevin, there's a lot to be salty about in Laker land. So can't be a bottom dweller and charge that much for seats.
Now Morris, after D'Angelo Russell's three-pointer that didn't go. Morris kicks to Smith. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
And Young kicks to Russell. Pass to Mozgov. Lakers passing it around. Here's Z. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented. For plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now. And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the bucket by the Pistons. And, oh, here we go. Smith's got it. The fast break chance. Passes it to Baines. Smith outside. To the middle. It's deflected. Mozgov with the steal. Here's Terry. And count the basket. He is fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
That's their third straight make-off and assist.
Great ball movement.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Larry Nance is checked in for Zeke. Slim comes in for Young. And it's Calderon in for Russell. The 11-footer bounces high off the rim and drops. 7 points for Reggie Jackson.
Defense just not strong enough to throw him off his shot there. Sometimes it takes a little more effort to defend him down low.
Mozgov passes to Nance. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Here's G. His last outing, he had 8 points. Shot clock at 5. And Jose Calderon gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Torek Black comes in for Mozgov. And it's Williams in for Jason Terry. And it's Bullock missing. The Lakers trail. Here's Ingram. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
The drive by Jackson. Second shot opportunity. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2. Detroit shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And the first one at the line is good. Well, last season the Pistons didn't reach the playoffs for the 6th consecutive season. They're making progress, but as we can all see, still have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, you know, they were spoiled for a while there. How about going to the playoffs for 1996 to 2009? So it's been a rough stretch here of late. But you get the feeling that the building blocks are in place for another push.
Here's Jackson. Larry Nance making his last shot. It's Jackson with the drive. It's tipped, and they'll keep possession. Fast break. The Lakers goes up, finishes the break with a slam.
You can see the importance of that steal. I mean, really a 4-point turnaround with the conversion at the other end right there.
Yeah, the importance of the defense there. Instead of giving up the bucket and having that 5-point deficit, all of a sudden, we got a tie ball game.
How about that, going up strong? I mean, he doesn't care how much height he's giving up. It's attitude with him.
Calderon dishes to Williams. Here's Black. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Black's got it all tied up now for Los Angeles. Here's Marjanovic. Nance with some nice D.
Yeah, credit the D there. Got his hands up and made sure he wasn't comfortable on the release.
Sure did. Stayed real snug on him and didn't allow him the space he needed to get a good shot off.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
Williams for 3. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. Tie game in Los Angeles. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Jose, I saw you speaking with Coach. How did he critique the team's performance during the first half, and what did he tell you guys to change as that second quarter progressed?
Well, it was just like no effort, like just soft, going soft to the basket, going soft to grab that ball. So we just got to, let's grab that ball, attack the basket, and that's all. That's what we did. We started attacking the basket. We started being a little bit more aggressive. That was all. It was good plays, but just too soft.
You certainly played with authority, Jose. Thanks for the time. Gentlemen?
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're going to break down the first half action for you. We got a pretty even game underway at Staples Center. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
See, Ernie, this is what I'm talking about. You know, I was the king of this. See, you got to pound that ball in the paint, and they were doing that. I like to see more of the same in the second half. Don't start shooting jumpers now.
Over to Kenny. What'd you think about Detroit?
Well, they didn't let this hostile crowd bother them at all. In fact, they seem to feed off of that hostility. Plus, sometimes when you're away from home, those distractions,
All right, and that'll do it for us here. We now take you back to the second half of...
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. One of the stories here, Reggie Jackson getting it done today.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
Checking out the group for Stan Van Gundy to start the second half. John Lure's out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's G. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's Jackson in at the point. Now here's Randall. Ingram passes to Russell. And it's denied. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Mozgov with it. Lure's there. It'll go, and the Detroit lead is cut down to just one on the bucket from Mozgov. Jackson kicks to G. Lure dishes to G. Soft touch off the glass. G's got 6.
Well, we know prior to last season, the Pistons handed the car keys over to Stan Van Gundy. He had some early hiccups, but overall, I think they're headed in the right direction. He's a proven winning coach in the NBA.
Now here's Jackson. 12 points for him. The feed to Morris. He dishes it to G. With a floater and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That's on Nick Young. Well, with Coach Stan Van Gundy, it was a very successful first year in Detroit. He's a guy who's going to build around defense. That's been his M.O.
And Van Gundy has always been a defensive first type guy, Kevin. I mean, the last 30 years, he has probably the best defensive efficiency for a career as a coach. And his teams always play with great emphasis on that side of the ball.
Puts it up from 12. The offensive rebound. Randall feeds to Mozgov. Here's Randall, and he lays it straight in. Randall's got his second bucket tonight.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Here's G. 6 points for him, and he gets the bucket.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Blacks check in for the Lakers. And a switcher also for Detroit is Smith. He's checked in for Reggie Jackson. Russell high post. Working on Smith. Mozgov drives in. Can't cash in from close range.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
And stolen by Drummond. Morris right side. Rejected by Young.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
And the shot is good.
Almost intimidating the defense there. They didn't even try to get back on defense.
Well, I don't think it would have mattered even if they did try to get back, Greg. I mean, there was no way anybody was going to beat him to the bucket there.
Now here's Drummond. Here's G. Lays it up and banks it in. G's got 10 points.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Russell passes to Ingram. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Drummond, a bit of a disappointing season last year. Not so much in play, but people wanted to see a bigger leap from him. Now, his numbers are still pretty jaw-dropping, but I think he's got so much there to give.
He has a lot of potential, Kevin. And listen, I don't think his play was bad. He just had such huge expectations to live up to. I mean, player development is not a straight line, and it would have been very hard to have him take another huge leap forward. Sometimes you have that sophomore jinx. But I'm expecting a big year from him this season.
Oh, trying for it. Lakers trail by 3. Ingram passes to Mozgov. He kicks it to Black. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Poked loose. And here's Smith. Dishes it to Lure. Out to the right wing. The 3 from Morris. Mozgov grabs the board. Mozgov's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Russell kicks to Mozgov. The pass to Black. And Young, here we go. That's good.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
And guys, it looked like Nick Young had finally put it all together. I mean, he had a huge campaign 2 years ago, signs a new 4-year deal. Then last year, disaster strikes. I mean, he provided very little for the team outside of shooting the basketball. And even with that, he dropped to a career worst, 37% from the field.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Stan Van Gundy said to the team. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through G. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Well, Greg, getting back to Young, it's tough to completely judge him on last year's numbers because he was fighting through knee injuries, ankle injuries, all kinds of things. Parker only played 42 games.
Yeah, but when he's right, he can light it up. I mean, he's a go-to scorer, but he just never got right last season. Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
It's taken away by Smith. A solo fast break on up the court. Stolen by Terry. Here's Ingram, the big dunk at the end of the break.
How about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Here's G after the basket by Los Angeles. Out to Morris to end the drought. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact.
The Pistons making a change here. Jackson's checked in. The shot's good from Nance. Detroit's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Terry against Jackson. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
Timeout called the Lakers. Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter of the game.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Lakers lead by 2. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. with the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. So it's Detroit now. A 2-point game. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So the Lakers 5 right now. Young is out there with Julius Randle. Then it's Russell. Then there's Calderon, and it's Mozgov in at the 5 spot.
And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question. I mean, both of these teams are firing on full broadband bandwidth. I mean, full throttle ahead.
Great move to get to the rim. I think they're going to take the aggressive approach down the stretch.
Outside, Russell. Here's Randall. Oh, that's blocked. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. Lou Williams is checked in for Jose Calderon. And a switcher also for Detroit. Drummond's checked in. Here's Russell. Connects on the 17.
He wasn't able to get his name in the score sheet in the first half, but he looks like he's starting to find his comfort zone here.
Drummond a screen. And that one's good. And the Pistons lead by 2. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. And Young kicks to Russell. Again, Russell missing. Pistons have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. G, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. And Williams gets it to go on the assist by Mozgov. Mozgov's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Jackson against Russell. Jackson kicks to Drummond. Puts it up from 12. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Drummond's got 4 points now in the quarter. There is just no way Clark could tell who is going to pull this one out.
You know what, Kevin? I think looking at this game, it may very well come down to one crucial key play.
Clark, that's a great point. When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swinger.
Lakers have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Mozgov dishes to Randall. Jackson against Young. Here's Mozgov. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Now a timeout called by Detroit. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan, and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
In the break, guys, I listened in on Stan Van Gundy's huddle. He told his guys, time's running low. If we're going to make our move, it's going to be now. Are you guys ready? And as they nodded, he said, let's go get it. Kevin?
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Bryant, he's checked in for Randall. World Peace comes in for Young. Slim, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Terry in for Russell. The Pistons leading. The drive by Jackson. Morris with the bucket.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
Shoots the three. No good. Pistons leading by 3. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Jackson, a screen on Terry. And a miss there on the triple.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. You know, it's apparent there what a leader he is. Always communicating it and keeping everyone on the floor in sync.
And, Kevin, that's such a good point. It doesn't always show up in the box score, but those leadership qualities of his are just as valuable to this team as anything else that he does.
Been a good one for Slim. He has 8 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
They set the pick. Jackson has the open look, and the 3-ball is good. And the Pistons lead by 4.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Bryant. Terry in the corner. World Peace on the way. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down. And, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk about.
Well, Greg, you played, and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
There's 1:47 left in the fourth. The drive by Jackson. Mozgov with the block. And here's the fast break. Bryant leading the way. Terry kicks to Mozgov. Back to Terry. To the inside. And there's Mozgov. That's good on the assist by Terry. Terry's got 3 assists in the game. Now a timeout called by Detroit. And Los Angeles with some changes. Julius Randle's checked in for Bryant. Young comes in for Meta World Peace. And it's Calderon in for Jason Terry. Outside Jackson. Kicks to G. Drummond a screen. Off the pick. Tries again. It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randall.
2 points, home team.
Drummond passes to Morris. The Pistons working the ball around now. Now the Lakers on the break. Calderon dishes to Moscow. Young with no one around. It's money from deep. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Lakers.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
Now that's what we call good defense in the paint, worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Here's G. Yes! And that shot brings them to within just one.
What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered it? Clutch.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Picked by Randall. Calderon with 5 on the clock. On its way from Young for 2. Here's Randall. Sinks it.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. They're trailing by 3. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And you know what? You've got a couple options here. You can take the 3 to tie it or get the quick 2 and then a 5.
And, you know, if it opens up for them inside, the quick 2 would be the way I would lean, Greg. But the foul has to come immediately after that.
And so it's the Lakers who've come out on top here. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
Tremendous work all the way down to the wire. And you're just wondering what would happen next. Major drama, and we saw good.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. And as the fans file out of the building, now time to head over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Timofey Mozgov.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
You know what I like, Ernie? He was not afraid to take on the big fellas down low tonight. We saw him drive the lane.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports